Welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. My name's Drew. This is Matthew. Today we're walking around our farm after we got a deep freeze last night, a solid freeze. I think it went down to 28 degrees. And I'm just walking around our tiny farm and seeing how a lot of our greens, leafy greens, and different crops fared in our first deep freeze. So let's go. So just taking a quick look around here, I see, oh man, these are completely frozen. I'm gonna come back out later in the day. I'm hoping that this is yeah, this one looks damaged. You can see the color change here at the top. Got frost burn there. So I didn't have enough of the Agribon to cover all of my rows, but I used what I had available to cover different areas that I wanted to actually keep alive, because what the Agribon row cover can do is make the temperature a few degrees warmer, like 2 or 3 degrees warmer than it actually is outside. It's like a blanket. So you can see that, yeah, I think this leaf is going to turn dark and just die. So some of these romaines I don't think are going to make it. The sun has just come out, and I'm curious how these will respond as the temperature starts to warm up. But the celery here that I have looks to be okay. No, they have some damage too. I wish I could have kept these alive because the celeries looked really nice. But I'm planning to invest in a tunnel, in a greenhouse structure for next year, and keep a lot of things under cover in a protected environment. These mini butter lettuces, I'm curious how these will do. These are like completely frozen. They're so pretty. It does look pretty with them frozen, but I have a feeling that these just aren't gonna make it, so. This variety is called Ice Queen. Let's see if it lives up to the name and actually will survive this freeze uncovered. I'll come out later today and check on how they recover as well. Here's one good thing about a frost, is that this very annoying weed, Galansaga, I did another video on this. Another name for it is Shaggy Soldier. It's a very invasive weed, but the frost killed all of it. And I was actually hoping that that would happen. So one good thing about that frost is a lot of those weeds died that was growing in the middle of my rows. Here's another row here that I actually was able to cover. Man, this frost blanket is frosty. They're not as, you can tell the difference in vibrance under here. It's definitely warmer under this row cover. So hopefully I was able to save a lot of these heads that are really, really nice. And maybe I'll be able to make it to market one more time with some really nice butter lettuces. Got some spinach in this bed. Spinach is supposed to be able to handle some cold weathers, but we'll see. This was pretty cold, and some of these leaves look like they're just gone. So over here, this isn't a frost blanket, but I covered it with this like rug that I had just laying around. I have beets under here. We'll have to check on that later too. This is a bed of carrots. You can see the leaves of the greens are very, very frosty, but the carrots should be fine in the soil. Perhaps I should have covered this bed too, but is what it is. I just ran out of things to use to cover, so something I'll have to invest in for next year for sure. It's the afternoon now, and I'm just checking on things from, excuse me, from this morning that were frozen. Everything seems to have bounced back. Everything that I thought was going to have damage from the frost, even like these leaves of from the beet greens here, they seem to be fine. So that's cool. Tonight I'm gonna continue up. I don't have anything holding that down. Maybe I should uncover these guys. Yeah, look at that. These look really, really nice. Really nice looking greens. Now here in this row, I have these Ice Queen lettuces. I think I transplanted them too late, and unless I cover this with one of my low tunnels and the and the plastic to create a mini greenhouse structure, it's probably not going to grow big enough before I need them. But the point of this was to say this morning these were really dark green. I thought they were going to have like a frost burn or something, but they look fantastic. They all recovered, so Ice Queen is living up to the name. Very impressed. There are my chickens doing a good job. Now looking at these celery from this morning, I was worried there was going to be some damage on these, but they look fantastic. And I know celery is a cold tolerant crop, but I was worried. See here, it looks like there might be some frost damage, see? So this might have been better protected if it was covered, but a lot of the stalks actually look okay. I'm gonna investigate some more here. Yeah, some of these look okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye on the celery. This morning I was looking at these, yeah, and I was right. This one, you could see this leaf here got frost damage at the top, but it's just that one. It's interesting. Yeah, you could see how it turned kind of, yeah, my shadow's messing this up. It turned like a dark brown there at the top, but the rest of the leaves didn't. So it's just that one, for some reason. Maybe the wind was just hitting it, and this one down here got some of that as well. But the majority of them look okay. Here you can see, this morning I couldn't show it that well, but this was all that weedy Galansaga stuff. That freeze really killed it and left all of these mini romaines to shine here. So that's kind of cool. And they're actually creating kind of a ground cover that will maybe help keep the soil a little bit warmer for these plants. So that's pretty neat. And there I have a whole bunch more of romaine under here. Looking really cozy, looking good. So I might have to invest in more of this agrobond so I could cover more of the farm. But yeah, a couple of these in front there got some damage, but for the most part, even these romaines that I didn't cover look to be pretty much perfect, except for the bug damage that happened before the frost. But other than that, the frost didn't do anything to them, so I'm pretty happy about that. And this is good to know, different things that you could expect to grow and survive a freeze like this. And lettuce is one of those things that can survive. Celery seems to be undeterred. I'm sure if we got down to something like in the teens or 20 degrees, it might not be so great, but everything looks great. So I'm pretty happy about that because I didn't have the ability to cover all this stuff, and they're still alive. All right, that's gonna wrap up this quick little video. Just walking around our little farm, talking about what survived and didn't survive that freeze last night. Let me know in the comments if you lost some things in your garden to the freeze. I'll tell you what I did lose that I didn't show in this video is all my pepper plants, which I expected would die with the freeze, and they're all looking very sad. But let me know down in the comments what issues you had with this freeze last night. And yeah, let me know down there. That's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you're new here. I'd really appreciate that. If you're interested in any small scale backyard farming, chickens, anything like that, stick around for this channel because I got a lot of content on all that stuff. So that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.